Hello there, my fellow garden dreamers and budget-loving friends. If you're anything like me, you walk through Dollar Tree and see possibilities where others see simple supplies. You know that feeling when summer calls your name, but your wallet whispers be careful? Well, today we're about to turn those whispers into cheers. I'm here at Golden Seniors Living, where we prove that the most stunning gardens don't need the biggest budgets, they just need the biggest hearts. Today I'm sharing 17 absolutely gorgeous garden DIYs that each take just 5 minutes to create, cost almost nothing, and will have your neighbors wondering if you hired a professional designer. And wait until you see what we do with ping pong balls. Tip number 16 will absolutely blow your mind. Welcome to Golden Seniors Living, where we turn dollar store finds into garden gold. If you love creating beauty on a budget, gently tap that subscribe button. We've got more soul-soothing garden magic waiting for you. Let's get started. 1. Garden markers with wooden spoons. Got a drawer full of wooden spoons you never use? Let's give them a garden purpose that'll make your heart sing. Grab those spoons, some bright acrylic paint, and a fine brush. Paint the bowl of each spoon in cheerful yellows, garden greens, or sunset oranges. Once dry, write your plant names in contrasting colors. Tomatoes, basil, marigolds. Push them right into the soil next to your plants, and suddenly your garden looks professionally organized. No more guessing what you planted where, no more bending down to read tiny seed packets. It's organization that blooms with personality, and every glance reminds you that beauty lives in the simplest details. 2. Hanging solar mason jar lights. Picture this twilight settling over your garden, and suddenly gentle fairy lights begin to twinkle from mason jars hanging like captured stars. Here's the magic. Grab mason jars from Dollar Tree, solar string lights, and some sturdy wire. Wrap the wire around the jar rim to create a hanging loop. Drop in your solar string lights with the solar panel resting on top, and hang them along your garden path, or from tree branches. As darkness falls, they automatically glow with warm, welcoming light. Your evening garden becomes a wonderland, and you created it for less than the cost of a fancy coffee. Sometimes the most enchanting magic comes from the humblest beginnings. 3. Miniature fairy garden. Remember when you believed in magic? Well, it's time to bring that wonder back to your garden. Create a fairy garden using a shallow planter, small succulents or moss, and tiny figurines from Dollar Tree. Arrange your little landscape like you're designing a secret world. Place miniature houses among the plants. Create tiny pathways with pebbles. Add a small mirror for a fairy pond. Position it where you'll see it daily, maybe near your morning coffee spot. Every time you glimpse this tiny realm, you'll smile at the whimsy you've created. It's not just decoration, it's a daily reminder that magic exists wherever we choose to plant it. 4. Terracotta pot garden mushrooms. Want to add whimsy that makes everyone smile? Transform plain terracotta pots into adorable garden mushrooms that look like they sprouted from a fairy tale. Take a small pot and a matching saucer, flip the pot upside down, and place the saucer on top as your mushroom cap. Paint the stem in cream or tan, the cap in bright red with white polka dots, or go wild with purple and yellow combinations. Nestle them among your plants, or create a mushroom village in a shaded corner. These cheerful little characters turn any garden space into a storybook scene, and every visitor will ask, "Where did you find those adorable mushrooms?" Your secret, Dollar Tree magic in 5 minutes of creativity. 5. Rope hanging planter. Elevate your garden game, literally. Create stunning hanging planters that add vertical beauty to any space. All you need is a Dollar Tree pot, some rope, and 2 hands that remember how to make simple knots. Cut 4 equal lengths of rope. Thread them through drainage holes, or tie them around the pot rim, and gather them about 12 inches above to create your hanging loop. Fill with cascading plants like petunias or trailing ivy. Hang from shepherd's hooks, tree branches, or porch overhangs. Suddenly your garden has layers, depth, and visual interest that draws the eye upward. It's amazing how lifting plants off the ground lifts the entire spirit of your garden space. 6. Painted garden gazing stones. Transform ordinary stones into garden jewels that catch light and capture hearts. Collect smooth stones from your yard or Dollar Tree's craft section, then paint them in colors that make you happy. Ocean blues, sunset oranges, or peaceful lavenders. Add simple patterns, inspirational words like grow, bloom, or peace, or just let colors flow together in abstract beauty. Place them throughout your garden as stepping stones, border accents, or meditation focal points. These painted treasures become conversation starters, prayer reminders, and little beacons of joy scattered throughout your green sanctuary. But wait until you see what we're building next. It's going to house some very special visitors. 7 Rustic Birdhouse Garden Decor. Speaking of special visitors, let's roll out the red carpet for our feathered friends. Dollar Tree birdhouses become rustic garden charm, with just a touch of creative love. Sand them lightly, paint in weather-worn colors like sage green or barn red, then add twine, small pine cones, or artificial berry sprigs for authentic woodland appeal. Mount them on fence posts, hang from shepherd's hooks, or nestle among shrubs at varying heights. Soon you'll have a neighborhood bird community, and your garden will fill with cheerful chirping and graceful flight patterns. You're not just decorating, you're creating habitat, supporting nature, and earning the daily gift of bird songs in your personal paradise. 8. Pine Cone Bird Feeder. While we're caring for our bird friends, let's give them a dining experience they'll never forget. This project takes simple to new heights, literally hanging from your trees. Gather large pine cones, spread peanut butter between the scales using a butter knife, then roll in birdseed until completely coated. Tie strong string around the top and hang from sturdy branches at different heights. Soon you'll have a natural restaurant that attracts cardinals, chickadees and nuthatches. Watching birds navigate these natural feeders brings hours of peaceful entertainment, and you'll discover that feeding wildlife feeds the soul just as much. Nature has a way of returning our kindness tenfold. 9. Hula Hoop Chandelier. Ready for something that'll make your neighbors do a double take? Transform a simple hula hoop into outdoor lighting that looks like it belongs in a garden magazine. Wrap your hula hoop completely in fairy lights, securing with clear cable ties every few inches. Add battery packs or solar lights for power, then hang from tree branches or patio overhangs using strong rope or chain. As evening approaches, this circular chandelier casts magical patterns of light through leaves and creates the most romantic garden atmosphere. Suddenly your outdoor space becomes an enchanted evening destination. Sometimes the most unexpected materials create the most spectacular results. 10. Plastic Bottle Planters. Before you recycle those plastic bottles, let's give them a beautiful second life in your garden. Large juice or milk containers become charming planters with just a few cuts and some creative paint. Cut the top third off, sand lightly for paint adhesion, then transform them with chalk paint in soft pastels or bold summer brights. Add drainage holes, fill with potting soil, and plant with colorful annuals or herbs. These lightweight planters are perfect for seniors who want beautiful containers without the heavy lifting. Group them in odd numbers for visual appeal, and marvel at how trash became treasure in just 5 minutes of thoughtful creativity. 11. Artificial topiary trees. Want instant elegance that requires zero pruning skills? Create sophisticated topiary trees, using Dollar Tree supplies that look professionally designed. Take artificial greenery bushes, remove from their basic pots, and replant in decorative containers, filled with foam or sand for stability. Shape the greenery into neat rounds or spirals, using scissors. Add decorative moss around the base, and position strategically around patios, entrances or as garden focal points. These permanent topiaries give you that manicured garden look, without years of patient pruning or constant maintenance. Sometimes the smartest gardening choice is knowing when to let artificial beauty provide real joy. 12. Painted plate garden flowers. Loving these budget transformations so far. There's plenty more magic ahead, including one involving ping pong balls that'll absolutely surprise you. But first, let's turn ordinary plates into garden art that blooms year-round. Gather colorful plastic or melamine plates in different sizes. Paint them in coordinating flower colors if desired. Stack them from largest to smallest, securing with waterproof adhesive, then mount on garden stakes or attach to fence posts. These dimensional flowers add permanent color that never needs watering, never wilts, and always brightens gray days. Position them to peek through real plants for delightful surprises, or create an entire flower wall that photographs beautifully in every season. 13. Mason jar lid plant labels. Here's a clever twist on plant labeling that's both functional and charming. Save those mason jar lids and transform them into weather-resistant plant markers. Paint the lids in bright colors. Write plant names with permanent markers, then attach to wooden stakes or rebar. These circular labels catch light beautifully, resist weather better than paper markers, and add a cohesive design element throughout your garden. Plus, you're recycling materials that might otherwise be discarded. Create a color coding system. Red lids for tomatoes, green for herbs, yellow for flowers. Organization never looks so pretty, and your garden guests will appreciate knowing exactly what they're admiring. 14. Giant pool noodle flowers. Ready for the project that'll make everyone stop and stare. Transform pool noodles into oversized garden flowers that bring pure joy to any space. Cut pool noodles into various lengths. Arrange in flower petal patterns, and secure centers with zip ties or strong tape. Paint in brilliant colors, hot pink, sunshine yellow, electric blue, then mount on stakes or attach to fences. These giant blooms never need water, never fade, and create incredible photo backdrops. Kids and grandkids will beg to pose with these playful giants, and you'll love how they make even the smallest garden feel abundant and celebratory. Sometimes bigger really is better, especially when it comes to garden smiles. 15. Glass container, terrarium. Create a tiny world that thrives with minimal care, perfect for seniors who want beauty without the bending and heavy lifting. Use large glass containers, layer with pebbles for drainage, add activated charcoal if available, then potting soil, and small plants like succulents or air plants. Add decorative elements, colored sand, small figurines, or pretty stones. Place in bright, indirect light and mist occasionally. These self-contained gardens bring nature indoors or add sophisticated touches to covered porches. You're creating living art that practically tends itself, proving that sometimes the most beautiful gardens are the ones that ask for the least, but give the most. 16. Ping pong ball, garden lights. Here's the ping pong ball magic I promised. Prepare to be amazed. String lights get a dreamy makeover when you slide ping pong balls over each bulb. The result? Soft, diffused lighting that turns your garden into an enchanted wonderland. Simply cut small X-shaped slits in ping pong balls and carefully push them over string light bulbs. The plastic diffuses harsh LED light into gentle romantic glows, perfect for evening garden relaxation. Hang them along fences, wrap around trees, or drape over pergolas. These custom light diffusers cost pennies, but create atmosphere that rivals expensive landscape lighting. Sometimes the most unexpected materials create the most magical moments. 17. Succulent turtle topiary. Let's finish with pure whimsy, a living turtle that'll make everyone smile. Using a turtle-shaped planter or form, arrange small succulents to create a living, breathing garden creature. Start with the shell area, planting various succulent varieties in patterns that mimic a turtle's shell design. Use trailing varieties for legs and smaller rosettes for head details. Succulents require minimal water and care, making this perfect for seniors who want living art without daily maintenance. Position your turtle friend in a spot where you'll see him daily, near a favorite sitting area, or visible from kitchen windows. This living sculpture reminds us that gardens should bring joy, wonder, and reasons to smile every single day. From wooden spoons to ping pong balls, from mason jars to pool noodles, we've turned Dollar Tree treasures into garden gold. These 17 projects prove that stunning gardens aren't about spending the most money. They're about seeing possibilities where others see simple supplies. Gardening in our golden years isn't just about soil and seeds, flowers and fertilizer. It's about creativity that keeps growing, problem solving that keeps us sharp, and beauty making that feeds our souls. Each project we've shared today is really a small act of faith. Faith that beauty matters, that our spaces deserve attention, and that our hands still create magic. Every garden light we string, every whimsical mushroom we paint, every bird feeder we hang, is a little love letter to the world around us. Because the most beautiful gardens aren't just spaces we create. They're reflections of the beauty we carry within us, expressed in petals and paint, in light and laughter. If just one of these ideas sparked your imagination today, give us a thumbs up. It truly means the world to us here at Golden Seniors Living. Leave a comment and tell us, which project are you most excited to try first? I read every single comment and love hearing about your creative adventures. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Seniors Living, where your creativity keeps blooming, your budget stays happy, and your garden dreams come true. Until next time, keep creating, keep growing, and keep believing in the magic your hands can make.